curious to be more confident and competent. Hi, my friends. Hope you are doing great, and thank you for being such curious to check out this video. It is beautiful, isn't it? Because you wonder what I have to say with the topic of confidence, competence, and curiosity, and that where we can be here together, can communicate, share ideas, and practice together. So today I would like you to think and take action and practice every single day the habit of being more curious in whatever you do. And when you are more curious, you will deal with bad situation, you will learn the best from the successful people, and you will deal with the feedback that you think sometimes it's hard to take. And with that, you can keep taking action to move forward and improve yourself. When you improve yourself, you are more confident. And when you're more confident, you also learn more and you're more competent. And when you're more competent, you will be more confident. So let's break it down together. The loop of curiosity, confidence, and competence. So I will give you 3 scenarios where you can see when you are more curious, you will be more confident and more competent. The first scenario, think about the moment when you want to learn something new. For example, you want to learn mastering public speaking. You want to be confident, persuasive, inspiring in speaking. And you never tried before speaking in front of other people, or maybe you did, but maybe in front of your mom and your dad, not really like officially speech, but more conversational speech. And now you want to give a presentation in front of your college, or you want to give a great speech to inspire your community, and you start learning about it. But then you start feeling a part of you told you that, oh, you are not good enough. And you had this kind of feeling like inspiring to do it. But whenever you start speaking, then you have that kind of little voice tell you that you cannot do it well. And at that moment, anytime you have that kind of feeling of doubt and feeling of not confident about yourself, I would like you to be curious about that feeling. Ask yourself, why do I feel that way? And allow yourself to answer that question, and allow yourself to acknowledge that feeling and acknowledge the story related to the feeling. You don't need to avoid that. You face the feeling and just actually communicate with the feeling, and let the feeling tell you why it actually comes to you. And when you have that question, why do you feel that way? And now the next question will be, what is the one thing I can do to change my feeling, to change my focus? And I think that is the thing distinguished between the people who keep being really sad and not confident about themselves, and the people can actually be better, more confident, because they have the action after that. And the action after that can be triggered by the curiosity of what is the one thing that I can do to change my feeling. So anytime you have that kind of feeling, lack of confidence about yourself, I would like you to be curious. Ask yourself, why do you feel that way? And be curious to take one action to get you out of that feeling. And when you take action, you gain the experience, you be more competent, and more competent, you're more confident, and you go back to be more curious. So that is the first scenario. And the second scenario, I would like you to use curiosity to learn the best from other people. So maybe there's a moment in time when you want to learn something new. Let's give example of speaking again. And you go to a public speaking club, for example, and you see experienced speakers. They speak so confidently and naturally. Or maybe you watch some videos and then you see people speak professionally and inspiring. You start wondering about yourself. You start comparing yourself and feeling sorry about you. And you kind of like not really thinking about taking action, or even when you take action with that state of mind of doubtful about yourself, of comparing you with other people, you will feel like you're not fully improved. So I would like you, anytime you compare yourself with others, you feel jealous of other people, I would like you to be curious about them by asking, what is the one thing I can learn from them? Just ask, what is the one thing I can learn from them? Be curious about that, and even go to ask them to listen to their stories, and you can learn a lot. And it not only when you learn to improve your skills, but in networking, when you meet somebody new, you never met them before, if you are curious, you just, okay, what is the one thing I can learn from that person, and go to ask about their stories and listen to them, genuinely listen to them, being curious about them. And with that, people can feel that curiosity and that kind of excitement you want to learn about them. Then they will share, and when they share, you learn and you take action upon that, you again gain the experience and then improve, you be more competent and then be more confident. So that is second scenario, always curious to learn from other people. And the third scenario I would like you to use curiosity is when you receive feedback. There will be time when people give you feedback, or maybe people prepare to give you feedback, and you already have that kind of closed door inside you and feeling like scared of getting judgment, of getting criticism, and you're like, oh my God, you take it so personally. Instead of that, I would like you to be open and be curious. Oh, interesting. What would be the one thing I can learn from that feedback? Just curious about it, and you can evaluate later on, but always open and listen and just curious about what people are going to say about you, the people who have maybe different point of view than you, so you can see yourself in different angle. So if you are curious about other people's feedback, somehow you're curious to understand more about you from different point of view, and with that you can develop in a bigger way. So once again, my friend, being curious in different situations, when you receive a feedback, when you want to learn the best from other people, when you are in a moment of doubtful by yourself, curious about the feeling, where does it come from, and curious about the action to take to get out that feeling. So once again, thank you for being curious to watch this video and stay until now. And I'm also curious about how many times you want to practice your curiosity today. And with that, I believe you will not stop taking action. You will not stop improving yourself. Be more confident, more competent, and again, more curious. And with that, you will be non-stop loving, living, and giving every single moment of life. Hold on, if you are in Hanoi, come and join us next week in Sid Speaking Gym, the leadership and personal development gym, where we will talk about curiosity. And with that, see you.